Hello world, hope you all living well. This is an introductory to my channel. Basically, the question is, are you living your best life? Are you being your best self? Are you being your best self in the most authentic way and healthy way? Not no toxic behaviors, toxic masculinity. On my channel, there's a few main areas that I like to talk about and am gonna want to talk about from my experiences, my redemption story, in my own life, learnings through therapy. I've done a couple of years of therapy, upwards of $10,000 worth of therapy, and just life lessons, trials and tribulations that I've been through, having to build back your self-esteem, learn your masculinity and how to embrace it in a healthy way. There's way too much toxic masculinity going on out here, and I'm not about that. We can bring new world stuff in and have it be like a hybrid, old school masculinity with new school ties, but there's a few main topics that I will be posting about and talking about, just giving tips, tricks, knowledge. I will be working towards being certified internationally as a coach too, but right now, I'm gonna get this ball rolling because I got a lot to say. I've been through a lot, and I just want to share my message. I want to share myself, be authentic, be pure, and just help others, help the world be a better place by helping one person at a time, through these things that I'm talking about. I'm willing to work with males and females, but I'm a male, I'm a man, so I can speak from that view, of course. So, we're gonna be talking about how to be a good man, how to be a good father, how to be a good husband and or partner, because these are things that we should be being taught in school, but we aren't. We're taught everything else that don't matter, but what does matter, we need somebody. And so I have a great grasp on these things. I have a great track record. I'm not a felon. I have my young crazy days, but I've made so many changes, including diet changes. I've done a lot of waking up, and there's a lot that we have to be aware of. Your diet includes things such as what you listening to, what you watching, not just what you eating. We ain't just talking what you eating. This is everything that you're exposing yourself to. A lot of us have patterns from childhood that we don't even understand that we're working with. 95 to 97% is our subconscious, and these are things that we can change through neuroplasticity, rewiring the brain, through awareness and just work, shadow work, different work that I want to help you guys do. I'm here to share, like I said, my comeback story, and just tips and tricks that I have learned. And, hopefully in the future here, not too long, I will be offering one-to-one coaching too. I'm also studying silvotherapy, which is forest bathing, but with a purpose. You're not just going and walking out in the woods. There's different things that I'll be able to teach you as far as trees. We are nature, we are all one. So instead of being divided like the powers would like us to be, we need to come together. And that starts with, you can't help others until you've helped yourself, right? So, I want to help you be your best self, and I'm not perfect. I'm just here to be vulnerable, authentic, and learn with you as well. I'm not always going to have the answer. That's not what I'm saying at all, and I'm not perfect, never will be, don't want to be, but I do know that I try my damn hardest, and I care about being a good person. And with the direction the world's headed, I feel like I have a duty to come on here and help, put myself out there, put my message out there. And like I say, lift the world up and make the world a better place, one person at a time, by sharing the knowledge that I've learned. Like I say, I've spent a lot of money in therapy, learned a lot of things, and I can help you with these things without you even having to go to therapy. Because don't get me wrong, therapy has its place. It can help you get from the negatives back to zero, and it can help you diagnose. But outside of that, if you want to excel, if you want to reach for the stars, I'm your man. This is what I'm here for. Let's do this together. I love you guys. Much love, and namaste.